I want to start by thanking my brother, the president, and the people of this great country for the warm welcome that we always get when we come to Burkina Faso. Today has not been an exception, and on behalf of my delegation, I want to thank the president and the people that this time round I'm here on behalf of West Africa, Ecowas, and also myself as a person and on behalf of Sierra Leone. I'm here the second time because we have to show solidarity with a country that is making a great effort, but yet still held back because of the security situation. We want to see what we can do to let the world know what is happening in this great country and why it is important that we come together to help the security situation. I also have discussed with my brother and the whole of other people around the world that we need to keep the family, the West African family, together. We were once together, but today, because of certain developments, we seem to be divided. But I don't see that division, and I'm working as chair of ECOWAS to see how I can bring them back. We stay together. We are brothers. We can never be divided. So my visit here is solidarity, to show solidarity, to show him and Burkina Faso that you are not in this alone, and that we will do everything possible to make sure that we will have peace again in this country. And that which is supposed to be our preoccupation as developing countries, which is development, we will embark on that fully. I take particular interest because Sierra Leone has been in this situation before. I happen to have been a military man at that time in his position, and I know it quite too well. And I was able to navigate that situation. I was able to introduce peace in Sierra Leone, and today I'm a democratically elected president of that nation. So I come to share my experience with him and the other AES countries and to appeal to them. We have a proverb in our language: if your mouth gets rotten and it's smelling, you can't throw it away. You fix the mouth and you continue with your life. So we are brothers, we are in the same region, and we cannot afford to be apart. And that is why I keep coming here to show you that we care and that we do everything to make sure that peace returns to Burkina Faso. Thank you very much.
Is Donald Trump a great diplomat, or is he just a bully? Do you think Trump is a bully, or do you think he's a great man? Like, his strategy works for weak people. You know, you need to move people. Sometimes you need to push people to get them to do things. I don't know if you've ever lived with somebody like that, who never cleans after themselves, never get things right, and you need to push them. Hey, please do this. Hey, do that. Have you ever heard that? Or employees that you need to constantly, have you ever experienced that? They're not a bad person. They're just, lazy thinking, lazy-minded. Unfortunately, that's the reality. If you ever had to tell somebody to clean after themselves because, well, is Trump that type of person, perhaps? Is he the person that the world needs right now? Because he pushes people, you know, he's blatant, he's strong. Or can he be too strong for everybody's good?
Chris, let me just start with that, because we discussed this amongst other things. We had the best part of an hour, I think, upstairs. Sure. earlier today, just one-to-one, going through a number of affairs, world affairs, in private. And we absolutely agree on the need for peace and a roadmap, because the situation in Gaza is intolerable. The hostages have been held for a very, very long time, and they must be freed. And we need aid to get into Gaza at speed. And so it's within that context of a plan for peace, which we're working hard on, which not only did we discuss this morning, but our two teams have been working together on, that the question of recognition needs to be seen. And so it's part of that overall package which hopefully takes us from the appalling situation we're in now to the outcome of a safe and secure Israel, which we do not have, and a viable Palestinian state. Thank you.
Well, simply, I want the hostages released now, right now, not 1, 2, we'll give you 3 more tomorrow, and, like it's been, but we're the ones that got all the hostages released. We got many, many came to the Oval Office, and I've heard stories like I've never thought even possible. There was no humanity, no anything. I said to them, was there any warmth shown during this stay? Like, they offered you a little extra meal, they gave you a little smile, and they said, don't worry, you'll be okay. And every one of them said, not even a little bit. Amazing, to think that during this stay, long stay in some cases. We had a man the other day, 451 days he was there. I always ask that question. And was there any warmth shown? Just a little word of, encouragement. And the answer is every time, absolutely not. I'm shocked to hear it, because in the worst cases, there's always somebody that comes through. We have to remember October 7th, one of the worst, most violent days in the history of the world, not just there, in the history of the world. And I got to see the tapes, and I wish I didn't see them, actually, but I got to see them. And I want an end. I want the hostages released, and I think it's going to be okay, but it has been a brutal period of time. But this has been going on for a long time. This is not something that's over the last year, 2 years, but this has been for decades and decades. But we want it to end. We have to have the hostages back immediately. That's what the people of Israel want. They want them back, and we want the fighting to stop, and it's going to stop. But a lot of bad things. Hamas said that they're going to put the hostages up as bait. They're going to put the hostages in front of any attack. And that's pretty brutal. We haven't heard that one in a long time. So we have to remember that. So I have a disagreement with the Prime Minister on that score. Okay? One of our few disagreements, actually.
Great. Can I take Jack from The Sun? Jack.
Thank you both. Jack Elson from The Sun. Mr. President, in the 9 months you've been in office, you've been